Because Mary remained hidden during her life, she is called by the Holy Spirit and the Church Alma Mater, Mother hidden and unknown. So great was her humility that she desired nothing more upon earth than to remain unknown to herself and to others and to be known only to God. So I want to start today with the second chapter of this book, Treatise on True Devotion to the Blessed Virgin by St. Louis de Montfort, to talk about her, the general of the armies of the Lord, the one who was chosen by God to bring Jesus to earth, the one who is at the same time daughter of God the Father, mother of God the Son, and spouse of the Holy Spirit, the blessed, the holy, the immaculate, the wonderful Virgin Mary. So I already spoke in another occasion about the third experience I had that was correlated to my near-death experience. You can watch again, clicking on the link in the tab here. And in there, I told you that in this retreat called Agape, I had a lot of experiences with God, and what was hidden and unknown to me until I was 24 was shown. One, and maybe the biggest treasure I received when I entered the Father's room through understanding my life, what God had designed to me, was the presence of the Virgin Mary. She was hidden my whole life, and in this retreat I got to know that when I was born, the nurse who took me in her arms on the 28th of November 1990 at 8:30 a.m., she was a devout of the Virgin Mary, a devoted Catholic, and she consecrated my life to the Blessed Virgin Mary. This was just after I was born. And so, until I was 24, by the decree and mystery of God the Father that Jesus told me, the Blessed Virgin Mary was always there, accompanying me, giving me so much, so many graces, giving me regret for my sins, bringing me the presence of the Holy Spirit. She who is full of grace is full and filled with the Holy Spirit like no other human being was or will be. She is the one who took me by hand and led me to the grace of God, to the heart of Jesus. She's the one who gave me so many graces. Through her, Jesus operated miracles in my life. Through her, I was given courage to grow up, to become a man. But this is not only that. The experience with the Virgin Mary through this led me to recognize her presence and to be reborn, what Jesus told Nicodemus in the 3rd chapter of St. John. It's necessary to be born again. And so, with the grace of God, I was born in the hands, in the womb of the Blessed Virgin Mary. And my life began. After leaving that retreat in 2014, the immediate thing and the most important thing I was after was this book, the treatise to know how to consecrate myself entirely to the Blessed Virgin Mary. And on the 27th of November in 2014, I made my consecration as a slave of Mary. And this was the best decision, the best thing that happened in my life through the mercy of God, because I gave my freedom, my merits, my prayers, everything, good things and bad things, in the hands of the one who looked after Jesus, and she also looked after me. So This happened when I was 24. I told you by February 2015 I moved to Belfast, and in 2015 it was a big disgrace in my life. I lost my virginity. I ended up living like an animal after party, sex, and drinks. And by the end of the year in 2015, I had an amazing experience with God. I already told you before. You can watch the video again, clicking here. And in 2016, the same thing happened again. I had an amazing experience, even in the retreat of the Legion of Mary by the end of 2016. And unfortunately, I fell down in sin again. And in 2017, the same thing again. But the Blessed Virgin Mary decided to help me in a sense that this sinful life would stop. This evil path I would be released from this big disgrace that I myself created through my sins. So in 2017, I was in a big dilemma in my life. I was through a process of buying a house. I went to look in Belfast, north, south, west, and east, around 100 homes, and I couldn't find one. And eventually in August, I did find one, but I was struggling along because a lot of things happened. The process of buying was delayed. And for the first time in my life, when I was 26, I had insomnia. Couldn't sleep for around 3 months. It was a nightmare. At the same time, I was dating a girl who didn't want to know anything about God, but she only wanted sin. And also, I had failed my driving test. And so I was in a very bad shape, spiritually, financially, in my mind, psychologically, everything was bad. And so, by the grace of God, with the Legion of Mary, I went to Medjugorje, where Our Lady still nowadays appears there, and she gives messages to the whole world. And in Medjugorje, when I arrived, I went to a mass at 11 a.m., a mass celebrated in English, and I felt the presence of the Virgin Mary there, and I cried. I cried nearly the whole mass. And after that, around 3 p.m. in that day, I went to the place where Our Lady appeared for the first time. And in there, I cried and I shed my tears with big regret for my sins, asking the Blessed Virgin Mary to help me. And throughout that week, in September 2017, the Blessed Virgin Mary helped me and poured out so many graces in my life that I think they are countless. And so when I traveled back to Belfast in September, a lot of things happened. The first and immediate thing was I broke up with the ex-girlfriend that I call, and I got back to talk and to date by distance the one who the Blessed Virgin Mary presented me when I was 24 in my consecration, and we dated before I left Brazil, Marita, who nowadays is my wife. Through the Blessed Virgin Mary, we got back talking and to like each other, and we got married on the 18th of December 2018 in St. Malachy's Church in Belfast. And the day we celebrate in the church the Immaculate Conception of the Blessed Virgin Mary. So everything in my life came, the good things, the graces, the wonders, the miracles came through the hands of the Blessed Virgin Mary. In a week, I was going to renew my consecration in November 2017, 2 months after I went to Medjugorje, Our Lady gave me the grace to finalize the process, and I bought my house, and my friend Brian brought me the keys. And also in October, Our Lady inspired me, and I went after again an instructor to help me to the driving to to the driving test again, and I took the driving lessons with him, Paul, and he gave me all the information, and he eventually was the one that God used to help me to pass my test. And so this is only to talk about the human things, not talking about the spiritual graces, not talk about the healings, the graces that I cannot describe here. Our Lady is wonderful. And last month, in June, I wrote a poem, a long text to honor Our Lady. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to read here, but essentially the poem is called, I don't know how to translate, When Our Lady puts her mantle on us, we are involved. So actually that's how the poem is called, Involved by You. When I was baptized in Brazil, the parish I used to participate was called Our Lady Queen of Peace. When I joined the Legion of Mary in Belfast, and I was a secretary for around 3 years, our proceeding was called Our Lady Queen of Peace. And it was in Medjugorje that I got this image of the Blessed Virgin Mary under the title of Our Lady Queen of Peace again, that she changed my life forever. And so this is just to inspire you to, if you are not consecrated to the Blessed Virgin Mary, seek out for this book, Treatise on the True Devotion to the Blessed Virgin. And if you are her slave, if you are also a person who gave your entirety to her, leave in the comment section below here and say something like Totus, tuus, or I belong to Mary, or whatever, just to let this platform called YouTube know that this is full of slaves of Mary. Sorry for the long video. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.